Hello everybody, how are you? I'm making a little short video. I made this earlier today. Um, and I'm basically just showing you, come here, showing you that this, all of these, what the temperature, the Kelvin is, and all of them, which is the Fahrenheit. Well, not the Fahrenheit, it is actually the Kelvin, but you can figure out the Fahrenheit by doing it in a conversion part of thing on Google. And you see that there's a couple that are 64,537, but um, not very many. Not down here. Not today, anyway. Sometimes there is, sometimes there ain't. But I'm showing you this because in the time length that I did this, and the time length of what it is at this present time, is entirely different, as you see here now. See, and I checked to see if it's got more than one in here, which it doesn't. This one I think did have, yeah, it does have a star, and I can't remember. Yeah, I had one 668. So yeah, it's there. So I've been watching it all day, and there is some that is uh, uh, real close to me today. Uh, Today we got one that's 9 or 10 miles away from me. It's on an old military base, and we will look at it in just a minute, which is not that far from me. And there ain't a whole lot here. I just didn't go on and check all of these into it, and it kind of stops right here. And then we come over here, and this is what's here right at the as you see, this is what it looks like now. And you see it says 64,000. Let's see if it's the other one. There we go. Go to that one. 668. See, it's just the time change is all. Um, it's been long enough. They've been on long enough for them to turn yellows all. I just wanted to let you know that, I've been watching. I've been watching a lot. There's a lot on here in Florida today. Um, this one here is real close to me. And there is 4 over here. There's one here. There's one down here. And I thought there was one over here. Did it? Well, it looks like that one just blocked off already. Or fell off. It just fell off is all. There's some up here in Georgia which are still fairly close. Like this one. This one, I was out today, and I was over in this area, and it says 64,537. Okay, this is a old military base, so there is not very many roads around here. Okay, right in here where you see the little man walking around is the only part. This is all the old military base. It's an old Air Force. It's called Cecil Field. It's no longer a military base, but it's still an airport. And Boeing and a few others are in here, okay? But as you see, there's only one road going into that, and that's coming out of the base right here, and that's that road there. You can't get much of nothing else in there. It's got a couple of dirt roads back before, back in the day when they used it for, you know, drills and what have you. There ain't many of those out there. Not much cleared land out there at all anymore, except for right in here. Looks like most of it's done growed back up into, trees and just wildlife, if that makes any sense. My throat ain't doing real frisky, guys, so it sounds a little crappy, so can't do anything about that right now. But as you see, um, the closest that I could get to it was, where is it? That road right there. Closest I could get was right here. It's the only place that had a hard road that I could actually go down and see anything on. And there really ain't nothing there. 2 baseball diamonds. Um, why, I don't know, but it is an old military base. I've also found that there's a couple of tennis courts. There's 9, there's 6 of them that are, as you see right there. And I don't know what that is. It's something had to do with the military, I'm sure, at one time. But they have other things in here. They have planes here. Some of them are military. These are for the uh, Hurricane Center, um, tracking of the hurricanes and what have you. That's just, I'm sure there's way more of them in Florida than just those, but I know that that's one of them because of the planes. And there's a couple of military planes here too. Few jets, few of the big planes. They think that's there for, because this over here is Boeing. I think it's repair and design. I'm not sure exactly what all it does there now. I just know that Boeing's on the sign that I seen. But like I'm saying, there's nothing here to say that it's there or to be seen other than the planes and all of that. There is no high voltage power lines around here either. That I found anyway. I'm still looking, so not to say that there ain't something in here, but I don't think it's much of anything. There is power lines, but it's regular localized home power for in here anyway. Now over here, there's got to be some high voltage coming in. I just haven't found it. I'm sure it's there though. Somewhere in here. Might be running down this road here. I know there's some in here. These are old military type home bases, where the guys lived on base. You don't know like any. Oh, there's one car. I don't know like there's too many people living there no more. It's got a car. You know what I'm saying? It could, that they might still be some people living there. I don't know. So they tore some stuff in here down that they didn't need anymore. But that's all we need to do there. And I checked all of them. in and out and around today, and there just hadn't been a whole lot of real good stuff. See this one, let's go from here so I can move around. That one's oh, wait a minute. Miles. Come on. $10 miles. That one is 59, 62, 64, 65. And then this one down here is 37. And I went here. Well, no, I mean, I did not. I said the wrong thing. I went and looked here. Did not go here. This one actually, nope. I thought this one had actual power. Yeah. It does have one. On that one. Didn't get that one either. There it is, 920 Kelvin. And this one does have a high voltage power line, as you can see right there. And it runs right through the whole one side there. Yeah, my throat is just starting to wingle up here. But there you go. Now, there's other places in and around. There's just too many of them, guys. Georgia's full of them right here tonight. So is North Florida, the Panhandle, and Alabama. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to look at the Georgia area, and you can see them popping off here. And there's definitely a bunch of them tonight. Georgia is just slam full. See them? Look at that. There's some in South Carolina too. See them? They just popping off all over the place over here. And some over here. Don't want to leave Alabama out. There's crap load there too. Let's get on a better regional map, or a different one. This is the one we're wrong. Let's check out North Florida now, and the southern end of Alabama and all. Then we'll go to South Florida. See all of them over here in Alabama too. Florida. You see all of that. They're all over the place. The one up close to me is right there. It's 10 miles away. These are the ones that are 60 miles away. This one right here is not showing up on earthquake. Google Earth anymore for some reason. It was showing up earlier today, but it just ain't doing it anymore. And then we come to this one. Let it play through once. See them all popping off down there, down below Okeechobee and north of Lake Okeechobee today. As far up north as here. that we could almost as far as we go there, over here, right in here, and a crap load right in there. And then the clouds start coming in down south and we'd stop seeing them as much. Let's do this one. It's most of Louisiana. Oh yeah, they're popping off big time down there today too. Almost like normal now, huh? Last few days, there's been nothing popping off much. Let's go up and see what this one does. Although it looks like there's a lot of clouds. Oh man, there's a lot of clouds. We can see a few in here, down in this area where there's less clouds. But not near as many as what we've seen in other places. Check up here. It's going to be a lot of clouds again, I can tell. Yeah, there's just too many clouds. Too many clouds, guys. And the reason why I say there's too many clouds is because we can't see nothing. And I'm pretty sure that this area right here, not too far, this area right here has got quite a bit of those hot spots. Oklahoma's got some. Arkansas's got a crap load. We've seen these show up. We saw all these once in Alabama and Georgia, but none of the rest of them seem to have really shown up. And since we up here in Nashville, Tennessee, I haven't covered anything on this, but once we're here and I got these place marks and they still showing up for whatever particular reason, we're going to go down here to the street level. Started to think they took it off for a minute, but they didn't. There's something down here I want to show y'all. Now, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I want y'all to. And I want you to look it up. But do y'all see that spot right there? That's for the fire department to tell you what's inside the building. What the fire department needs to watch for. 1, 3, 4, a W with a line through it. Now you can look this chart up all on your own. And you can see what they stand for. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just telling you what to do. Why? Because I don't want to lose my channel. Okay? But you see that, and then you see the name right here. Right here. Okay? And you see that all on your own, and you see this right here. Okay? You need to see that. Alright? You need to look it up. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say. You can look it up. Ain't no big deal. Okay? I'm just showing it to you. Something that I found. Well, actually, a friend of mine found, and I ain't sure if he wants me to say that he found it, so I'm just going to leave that alone. But me and a friend, I'm just going to put it to you that way. Me and a friend found it. And there's one other thing that I want to show you. Well, I think I want to show you. And that's this over here. Turn this back around to the north so we know what the hell we're looking at. We can turn it, it doesn't matter. In this particular map right here, it's showing the motorhome right here. When we go down to road view, it's going to show us something entirely different. We're going to go there now. And I'm going to set it down right there. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because I've heard a lot of mentions about something that I want to correct people on. Not to hurt nobody's feelings or to take nothing away from what they see, because what they see is legit. There is another line here. Okay? But what they're seeing with the light hitting it and the way the light is hitting it, that is metal, of course. It's a metal that has a design in it, okay? And in some of them, they're about 1.5 inches wide, and it's aluminum generally. Could be powder coated, white, brown, blue, whatever color, okay? And then they use that to put on the edge after they take the metal top, this metal, which I ain't sure what that one is because I didn't build that one, but I have in the day when I was in my 20s and 30s. I repaired and worked on a lot of motorhomes. Okay, it's kind of what I done. Did it for a living for a little while. Put new roofs on motorhomes and stuff like that. There's a real big trick to doing those. You have to take them off from the outside and go all the way down to the inside and replace it the same way. You have to start from the outside and go in and rebuild it. You can't do it from the inside up and leave the metal on and go think you've done something. That you can't do it that way. You really definitely have to take it off from the outside, everything off, and put on a whole brand new roof, rebuild the structure a little bit, piece by piece, okay? And when you get through, you got to put a new metal roof on. Then you got to come out and cut holes in the roof and put the air conditions and the vents and all of that stuff back on, okay? And on the edge, what you're seeing there at the very top, right here, on that line right there, is a molding that they use where they can actually put a tarp, you know, them rollout things you see on a motorhome, on both sides. They do it on both sides because they use that same piece of material or metal to bolt down the rooftop. Okay, and it has a hole through it that a line. It's round and it's got a real small slit in it for the tarp. And you push that line in and you pull the tarp across, and then you bolt the tarp on the side of the motorhome. The other part, the metal parts. And then you just lay the arm out and it rolls out. Well, that's what holds it. Okay? And now, the reason why that's looking like that is because the sun's directly overhead today, or in this time of picture, pretty much completely overhead. I mean, you do see a little shadow on this garbage can where it's shining on towards the fence. So there is a little angle, but it's straight. It's really straight up in the day. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the other side. Okay. to prove that that's not a what you would call a stripe, okay, like everybody's claiming it to be. As you see, you got a line and a line, which is 3, and then the bottom, that makes 3, right? That's the same thing had on the other side. Except at the top you had that black line. Now see how dark that one is right now? That's that molding. But now let me show you this. Let's go up a little bit more because I didn't go quite far now. That might have been too damn much. That's about okay. As good as it's going to get. Now you can see that it has different colors all the way down. And it's the same color pretty much as the vehicle, but in the attitude of the shadow, it changes. Now this is nothing against nobody because what they saw was legit. There is something there, but I'm explaining to you exactly what that is. Okay? I worked on these things. I know what that particular piece is. That actually holds the metal roof on the top, on the outside of the frame, to make it sturdy and strong to hold the roof on. That's all that is. The metal roof bends over on the edge on both sides, and then that's screwed on to keep it from having an overlap where water can't run in between the two pieces. Okay? If anybody's ever had a motorhome, you know all about the leaks that can happen, come and go, and all of that stuff. That's why you see a lot of motorhomes when they're setting up and they're using them. They have these great big awning things built over the top of them. Well, that's to keep them from rotting, keep them from leaking inside, get mildewed inside. However you want to say it. And damn, this thing being sensitive tonight. Wow. So, as you see, that line is real dark. That is not paint. That's not a stripe like the rest of them. Okay? It's just not a stripe. It is something there, but it's just not a stripe. Okay? All the pictures that you see are showing that extra line, and they're calling it that it's not the same as the picture itself. Well, in fact, it really, really is. Now here, you see the stripe, you see the name, which you barely can see. I got it blown up pretty good size. You can see that that's a C. But right there along that edge, which there is light shining directly on the side of this thing. It's not coming from up in the air. That metal strip, you can see that the roof of the color of the roof is different. There is another spot there. You just can't see it. It's not that it's not there. It's just that this is a very poor picture, and you can see a little bit of that stuff right there. There's one right there. Okay? And there's one right here, but you can't see the one on the top. And why can't you do that? That's just the way it is. It's just the way the lighting is. And this is how bad it's gotten. This is another picture of the same side, but someone took the picture and reversed it. As you see, the C's backwards. Most people aren't catching that. The door, the motorhome, is not over here. It's on the other side, because this is the reverse of the picture. Why someone would reverse the picture, I just don't get it. I found a couple of those. I seen the picture and I says, well, let me go look at the other side of the same photo to see if I see any more markings. I ain't seen one of this side. It's the only picture that I see at all. Now, I'm not telling y'all that any of this stuff is real, fake, or or indifferent or anything like that. I'm just telling you that some of the stuff that I've seen so far is off a little bit. Not that they're wrong at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying what I am seeing is me knowing what I've done with motorhomes in the past. I've owned 3 motorhomes, and I have converted 2 school buses and 1 1956 Greyhound bus in the motorhomes. Complete rehauls. In other words, complete. Turned them into motorhomes or rebuilt the motorhome. Okay, so I do know a little bit about the molding, all of the different things that goes on with a motorhome. It's been a long time, but I still, you know, you don't forget, you know. And I just wanted to bring it to y'all's attention. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to take nothing away from them. And there is one other thing that's out there that's a little disturbing, and the recording sound. Now, this is legit. I did it myself. I heard it myself. Heard someone else do it, and it all says, if you reverse what the woman is saying about evacuate the area, it does say Merry Christmas. You can go find it on YouTube. It's out there yourself. I'm not going to publish stuff like that because I don't want the issues that goes along with it. Okay, that's just me. I'm just tired of trying to give people the truth. I'm thinking about putting up a website on it and use everybody's imagery and their YouTube videos so you can see it for yourself and all of that. Now, little concerned of why this guy's got uh, a disabled ramp going up to his first floor, like over here. This being a cellar, I'm assuming. I mean, it's got to be pretty much what that is. Built on a hill. Kind of makes it 3-story instead of 2. But anyway, you see it. You see what I tried to show you. What I've explained to you and what I'm showing you. I'm not getting into great detail with that. I know, and I know that hurts people's feelings, but damn, what the hell. I just don't want to deal with that much stuff for that, okay? I'm just reporting on stuff. I've waited till this pretty much calmed down and cooled off a little bit for everybody. Also, the fact of being first anymore don't mean jack anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have been first. Okay? If I'd have showed y'all that to start off with, right off the get-go, y'all would have said, oh, you crazy as hell, this, that, and another. The whole thing. Okay? So, with that, what we see today, what we see, this area right here, we can't see. We do know all of these, and all the way down to South Florida, are showing up. And there was an earthquake today, which is right here. And it was what was that? 2.6, as you see right here. Or was that the 2.5? Wait a minute, let me go look. That was the 2.6. Now we got a 2.5. Let's get the coordinates to this one too. Won't be getting the coordinates to that one. I hate it when it comes up on that map. But anyway, the 2.6 is right here. And there's really nothing here. It's out in the middle of farmland, except for just down the street, just a little bit, right here. There you go. There's a fracking well. And it ain't the only one. There's more than one in here. One here. I think that's one. That one too. No, that one ain't one. But this one definitely is. There's a couple. Here's one here. Oh, look at that. A wind farm. Shut up. 2 frac wells and 3 wind farm fans, generators. You know what? Let's go see if we got a road view here. We do. Shut up. What? No way, man. No way. No effing way. No way, guys. No way. That's total bullshit, guys. Ah, look what they did to the road right there. It's blank. Did it again here too. See how much smaller it looks? Let's just see. Wow. Crazy, 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 ain't it? Now, why is it that they would hide that? And why is it they would hide the fracking well too? I don't know, guys. That's weird. We're going to take a screenshot. Y'all seen what I showed you. You go down to the road view, it's not there. That just absolutely blows my mind. Oh, here's some more over here. One here, one there. 2 more over here. Let's see, does that road light up? Sure does. Let's see what we get. Well, It looks like we get nothing. Wow. That's crazy. Another one over here. Right there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. For some reason, these things are out here, but why are they being hidden? Wow. I just don't get it, guys. Another frag well. Don't show up. Well, guys, that's absolutely crazy right there. Absolutely crazy. You see the windmills from here, but you can't see them on the ground. That's extremely crazy. But hell, turn made me spend all that time looking for that, and can't show you or prove to you that it's even there. Why do they have a program that is like that? Why did they do the program like that? You know, why do they put? Why do they do that? I just don't get it. Oh well, it's like everything else. Where did we just leave from? We let, why the hell don't you go up there where you're supposed to and stay there? Ah, man. Really? Damn. That's just like right here in Tennessee. Is it real? Is it fake? Who knows? Is it a false flag? You can bet your sweet, sweet little ass on it. I can tell you that. But that's all I can tell you. So that, from my cold dead hands on the damn well made it. Abolish corporate greed, free freedoms, folks. Abolish them quickly. Much love. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Hit notification bell. Subscribe to Twitch and to DLive. Much love, guys. Have a good night.